The Chief Strategy Officer at Fold7. You're here in Cannes. How's your Cannes week been so far? It's only Wednesday.
Yeah, it's been good. We were shortlisted for an award for Carlsberg, which we're very pleased about, for Signs of Unity. Other than that, it's been great, as always, to reconnect with people and form closer relationships with clients.
Yeah, I mean, what sort of meetings have you been having? What sort of conversations have you been hearing with people, and like any kind of particular themes emerging that you're taking back with you?
So everyone's talking about the new buzzword, the social microdramas, which is interesting. It's an interesting shift because it's obviously about storytelling, but in a new age. So that's been interesting, hearing people talk about that, just sort of micro moments. And I mean, obviously everyone's talking about Gen Z and how to attract that audience. I've spent a lot of time talking about sports and sports partnerships with brands because of the Carlsberg and UEFA relationship that we'll be helping them build. So that's what I've been doing to occupy my time.
Just to go back to one of the things you mentioned, talking about Gen Z, how does that, I'm really curious, are Gen Z, are they prepped and ready enough to come into these careers? Do they need extra training, or are they so savvy that they get it all better than we do?
Sadly, I don't think they want to come into this career, which, who can blame them? Everyone needs training. I don't think that's a Gen Z exclusive. Yeah. But I think we need to do a better job of recruiting them, to be honest. I don't think this is exactly their speed. So yeah, I think we need to work harder to make it a more compelling industry.
And just on this, the Cannes Lions, it's been going for over 70 years now. Does it still hold its power? Is it still worth coming to? Are there things that need to change? Is it too tech focused now, perhaps, rather than creative focused? What do you think about that?
I think it's evolving as it should. I think it definitely still holds the power and the sway that it has historically. I think it's right to diversify. I think it potentially does feel a little too commercial, which is the criticism I've heard a few times, especially when you hear talks and people are just in sell mode. It feels more like a marketing conference for businesses than it does about creativity.
Yeah. And just finally, we're all going to be heading off back to our normal lives, away from the glamour of Cannes. What's your top strategy for the next few months coming up? Is there anything you're taking from here and going back and saying, right, okay, we've got to do this, guys?
Nothing that we haven't already been doing, but the thing that I think has stuck with me is, of the talks that I've seen, the ones that really resonated are when they came from an authentic place. Passion, genuine passion, is the only thing that you can't put a price on. That is, it does the selling for you. If you genuinely believe in your brand and your strategy and your work, that carries so much more power and sway than anything else.
Very last question, just on the back of that. We almost got through this entire conversation without mentioning artificial intelligence. Is there authenticity in creativity there, or not at all?
Absolutely. I think if it's used for the right reasons, I heard a talk where someone was talking about how much more content they have to make to reach people in the right moments, and as long as your segmentation is right, as long as your audience information is right, and you know what you're trying to say to them when, it doesn't mean you can't use AI tools to just generate the scale that you need to achieve those goals.